All right, so let's talk about how much me and my brother have made the past 2 years of owning a car rental company. We started in 2021. We started with one car, got two, three, four. We're up to 20 cars right now. And I'll show you all the revenue we've generated throughout the years, throughout the cars, and show you just how well we performed. So this is this year in 2023. This is just on Turo. And now let's look through. So we've done $102,732 from 2023. Hey, let's break through the cars. So our 2021 Tiguan has done 8,300, 2017 Chevy Malibu, 8,000, 2015 Grand Caravan, 8,000, Voyager has done 7,800, Elantra has done 6,700, 2020 Tiguan has done 6,400, Pacifica 6,200, 2020 Jeep Cherokee 5,600, Malibu 2020 5,200, Chrysler Voyager 2020 4,800, Ford Fusion 15, 4,700, 2019 Jeep Cherokee 4,100. Whew, there's a lot of cars. 16 Ford Fiesta. So this is one we don't own anymore. We did 4,000 for the beginning of the year. 13 C-Max we still own, 3,900. 12 GMC we don't own anymore, 3,898. 20 Fusion, 3,500. 21 Cherokee, 3,500. 16 Focus, which we sold, 2,800. 12 Fiesta that we sold beginning of the year, 1,200. 16 Fiesta, which we sold, 1,100. Audi Q7 we just bought, 817. Tahoe we just bought, 800. 2018 VW Tiguan we just bought, 500. 2016 Malibu we literally just bought, 109. And then these are ones that were probably from last year. So let's look at, so we're going to do all the Turo numbers, then we're going to go into all the different private ways that we do rentals as well and look at those numbers. So that's for this year. Looking at last year, we did 73,036. I think towards the end of the year, we probably had 12 or 15 cars, like maybe in November, and then we probably dropped a couple cars, and then we bought a couple more at the beginning of the year. So last year, our best car is actually our 2012 Ford Fiesta. That's the one that we actually had throughout the whole entire year. Next, we also had this one throughout the year, so it's crazy to see that the 12 did better than the 16. This one was a hatchback. Maybe it's because it had higher utilization, just a little cheaper. People just wanted to rent the hell out of it. So this did 10,000 for the year. Our Nissan Quest, I don't recommend buying those. Blue transmission did 8,500. 14 Kia Rio did 8,000. 16 Fiesta did 6,800. 15 Kia Rio. This was a killer car. We bought this for 8,600. We owned it for like 5 or 6 months until it got stuck in Mexico. Somebody took it to the border, got stolen. Total loss through Turo. We got paid out like 14 grand for it, which is great because we bought it for 8,600. And we made 6,700 through Turo. So that has been like one of our best cars throughout the longevity of its life. We only had one thing that we had to fix, like a bolt on it that broke on the axle or something. It's a quick fix. I mean, it took like quarter day's work, cost us a couple $100. For a Bolt, that's a lot, but that was a really good car. 15 Caravan last year did 5,000. Polaris Slingshot, which we only owned for part of the year, did 4,000. Launcher, which we only owned for the last 2 months of the year, I think, did 3,500. That car killed it. 13 Elantra, 2,900. GMC, 2,900. Another 14 Quest, which we sold as well because we're afraid of the tranny, did 2,500. 14 Fusion did 180. It's probably one booking. And then the rest of the cars we didn't own then. Now looking at the first year we're on Turo, we really started in June. We probably had like our Polaris Slingshot. That was it. 459 is probably 1 or 2 reservations, 2 maximum. And then as you can see, we kind of jumped up. Best month in 21 was 3,700. As you can see, most of it was for our Slingshot, which is what we had for the longest time. Then I put my Fusion on it, which did 5,700. Then we bought our 16 Fiesta, which did 36. And then we bought our 2012. So those are actually in order from when we bought them, which made the most money, to oldest to newest. So this is just on Turo. So let's add up all 3 years. So 2022, we did 60 or 73,036 plus 2021, we did 16,816. So on Turo total, we've done $192,584. That's throughout the course of 2 years and some change now. Now let's look at our private numbers. There's a couple different ways that we've done it. more recently, we have our own HQ Rentals, which is our own software. We have our own process and system and stuff on that. So I'm going to go into reports. We'll go to reports, monthly overview. What is this? That's for the past month. Let's look at total this year. Okay, so this year total revenue is $35,509. So 35,509.55. And so we actually just got HQ Rentals in, I don't know when this was. Oh, it actually tells us March. We didn't have it, which is when we started private. It looks like we kind of started in April. I mean, we had $787 in bookings. Nothing crazy. It's probably just one, maybe two bookings for that. But we really started in March. And we're gonna look at those numbers right now. But that's pretty good start to the year. We'll probably end. I think this month. Let's look at this month so far. This month is crazy. Yesterday we did about 2,900 just for like in one day in bookings. It's crazy. And we only spent 79 on the ads, which is still mind blowing. So we're at the 6 right now. So wow, that's crazy. I mean, it's a 6 right now, and we've already done 5,200 in bookings. So or in total revenue. So we'll probably do, I'd guess, 15,000 for this month on private. On Turo, we'll probably do another 12 to 15. So, I mean, it's crazy because the jump from like a slower season last month being September is like kind of getting out of the slow season. We did not do like that well at all. We're also buying cars, so that kind of makes a difference. But this month we're gonna blow last month out of the water. Next month is November, which is like one of the craziest months. We're gonna blow this month out of the water, and it's just gonna keep going until we hit March, which is just gonna be like absolutely crazy. So when we started doing private rentals, we actually didn't have the systems, we didn't have the processes. I recommend getting there if you can, but obviously there's a lot of steps, there's a lot of information you need to know. If you need help with that, just click the link below. I offer consultation, and I'm more than happy to walk you through the steps and just show you what I know. But let's look at the other steps. So when we started, we just had our own contracts. We had them sign them in person. We wrote them all out. It was a big pain. We took the card over the phone. Like the process was just so non-systematic. If we did that now, we couldn't do a quarter of the reservations we can now with having an automated process. But one of the first ones we did was Square Cash. I think that's what it's called. Cash App. It's just called Square. Sign in. So yeah, we did everything through Square Cash. We had everything separated. The nice thing about having a rental system is you literally have all of the pieces in one place. Your contracts, your payment, your backend software, everything. You can like look at their ID, you can look at insurance, you have everything in one place. With you not having a system like that, it's just like you have to go look at the contract. Like, where's the contract? You lost it. Okay, where's the picture of the ID? Oh, it's on your phone. Where's the picture of the insurance? Oh, it's in your text. It's like you got to have it all in one place. It definitely makes it easier. All right, so I'm just going to look at, I think for this one, we actually started doing our private rentals with Square. January to December. Yeah, so this is it. I mean, we did $21,671. That was, I think it was just in March. Like majority of everything was March and beginning of April, because then in April we moved to, no, it was actually just March, because in the beginning of April we moved to another processing company to get less, having to pay less in processing. And then we found HQ Rentals pretty quickly, and then we moved to that. So let's add this 21,671.82 to our total. And then the last one that we had, so the last one we had was Stripe. We only used this one a little bit. I mean, I think we used it really just at the end of the year. But let's say what we have in this account. All right, so let's look at what we have right now. Okay. Okay, so this is all of the transactions that we have through this. Looks like we did July a little bit. Maybe we didn't fully have HQ set up. But let's look at let's just add all that up, I guess. So we have plus 192.90 plus. Okay. So it looks like that is it. So with Turo, with HQ, with private, it looks like our total for the 2 years has been $250,199.79. We were just calculating the other day our net profit. That's everybody's question. I don't know, what are you netting? Your gross means nothing. And we just calculated for this year. The past years have been better margin because we didn't have an office. We didn't have people running any part of the operation. Like we were bare bone and we were doing everything ourselves. And we're doing it at my brother's house. So we are at 60% margin right now. I'm sure before even, and that's with maintenance and everything. I'm sure now or before is probably a little better, maybe 70% margin. So let's split the difference on the past 2 years and call it maybe 65% margin, be a little conservative. So if you look at 65% margin, we've netted over the past 2 years, $162,629.86. Difference between us and what people normally do is we don't pay ourselves very much. We want to reinvest as much money into the companies we possibly can. That's how we've been able to scale pretty quickly, and we're going to be able to scale a lot quicker in the coming months. So I hope you learned something. I don't know. I just wanted to show you kind of what our numbers look like and what we're able to generate over the past 2 years from our Turo account. If you could, I'd really appreciate if you'd subscribe to the channel and comment any questions or ideas you have for future videos. But thanks again for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.